Whew. Let me turn this down. All right. Welcome back, you guys, to Power Rangers Omniverse. I'm your humble dungeon master / morphin master / headmaster Trauma Christian. It's nice to freaking meet you guys. Today we are joined by the amazing Green Omni Ranger Raven / Dee Dee for her freaking one shot as we begin some cool stuff. I'm not gonna give away too much, but it's gonna be really sick. It's gonna be really sick. You see maybe some familiar faces. Maybe some familiar faces, maybe some interesting things. We'll see. We'll see. But I hope you guys are having a freaking amazing day. Shout out to Day and Night. Shout out to Zaylin. Shout out to Keybox Greenbuko. Shout out to the Sound of Tokyo. Shout out to Ember. And shout out to everybody else watching us up on YouTube. We really, really freaking appreciate you guys. I think if we're almost at 300 subs, if we haven't hit it already. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for supporting us. I know we've been on a little bit of a break so far, but, just taking time, hiatus. If you want to know when group sessions will begin again, we will begin again our regular schedule back on August 10th. Of course, we have DD / Ravens one shot today. 301 followers on YouTube. Fucking sick. Thank you, DD. 301 followers on YouTube. Holy shit. Crazy, man. Wild. But we also have Noel's one shot on Saturday titled Trouble in Edo. So it's gonna be sick. And then next week we'll be having Zaylin's one shot. And then that Saturday we'll be back to our group sessions and find out what's gonna happen as all of our Rangers are sent back through time to the current present in London as Cal has rejoined the team. And some things might not be as kosher as they seem. But with all that being said, I just want to say thank you guys so much. And let's get into today's session. But before we do that, let's roll the freaking intro video. It's been a minute. Let's roll that thing. Be right back. It always hits, dude. It always hits. Mm-hmm. Goodness, it always hits. All right. Let's get into today's session. 1 second. Let me boot this up. All right. You ready, Raven?
Yep.
All right. As we begin today, the last thing that you would have remembered is being in London. and getting shot at by some weird, crazy bounty hunter. Um, Noel went down unconscious. Aubrey went down unconscious, and Xylus used his telekinetic bubble to protect you guys, as you did as well. Took a health stem, stabilized both Noel and Aubrey, but still they were unconscious. And then suddenly Cal kind of came swooping in the Phoenix Lord, and almost got taken out himself, but he did join you guys. As you guys were about to fight, the last thing you remember is almost time itself stopping as you flew through a portal, or a crack in reality, if you will. As you flew through, you kind of blacked out, and that's the last thing you remember. As we begin today, sorry, I just seen something. There we go. As we begin today, as Raven, you kind of start to wake up, very drowsy. As you do, you hear the sounds of what seems to be air conditioning in the distance, kind of humming off into the background. You would hear like muffled voices all around you, but nothing intelligible. As a kind of bright light, as you would open your eyes, a bright light would kind of shine in on you, as almost blinding, as you wake up inside of this. Did I pull up my pictures for this session? Nope, I didn't, so give me one second. Hold on. Unprepared as always. Love it. There we go. As you would wake up inside of this tube. As you wake up, you can't see much on the outside of the tube. It's kind of like looking through frosted glass, if you will. You would wake up with a slight headache, blinding light you can tell is coming from the outside of this tube. But you can also hear the sounds of muffled voices all around you. You can't make out anything. You hear a male, a female here and there, but nothing really standing out or making sense at all, as you can't really understand the voices around you. Tell me, what would Raven kind of be thinking in this moment as she begins to wake up?
I think the first thing would be like just thinking about like Aubrey and Noah just kind of like panicking, still being in like that adrenaline rush, so just kind of like on guard.
Yeah. As you do, you can hear a voice from the outside say, her heart rate's spiking. As you can hear, you hear that kind of outside of this tube. And as you do, you can start to see the frosted panels over the tube kind of become clear, as you can now see on the outside of this tube. And this is what you would see. You are inside. You would see this inside, as you would see what looks to be scientists, people in lab coats. It looks to be some sort of like science lab you're in. As you can see people kind of running around, as you see what looks to be a heart monitor on the outside of the chamber, as not chamber but this tube, as your heart rate levels begins to spike and your blood pressure begins to go up. You can just hear, you see people kind of running around with like what looks to be high-tech data pads all running in their hand. They look to be all human here as well. You don't see any aliens or anything. You don't see anything like that, but you would see kind of people running around. Quick, check her heart rate, as people are kind of running around with pads and data pads and checking systems and hacking and typing. You could tell this place would be Xylus's wet dream. But what would Raven do as you kind of like come to here, as you see all these things going on around you?
Okay, one question. This gonna be weird. So,
Go ahead.
it's like, do ravens still have their clothes on at least?
Yes, you have your clothes on. Yes, you'd have your clothes on.
I would kind of like reach out, try to activate my wind powers.
You can see they don't work as you try to like feel for the wind in the tube around you. You don't. They don't work. And I'm assuming Raven would look to her wrist as well. And as she does, Morpher's not on her wrist at all. You actually don't even feel Sora or your Hydrazord anywhere around you. You don't feel your power. It almost feels like the Raven before she became a Power Ranger almost.
Shit.
What would Raven kind of be thinking is she's now sudden realization that her powers aren't here. She's somewhere that she doesn't know. She's inside this tube. She's in some sort of science lab. What would Raven be thinking?
Honestly, it would be really scared and trying to like stay calm from having the panic attack. Like just still in attack mode, but feel kind of like really weak and defenseless, especially with being in an area not knowing anywhere
Yeah, yeah,
or anybody.
yeah, for sure. Um, and as you kind of like look around you, like I said, you still see all these scientists kind of running around. They seem to be kind of examining things, examining your heart rate. You're not hooked up to anything, but somehow this tube you're in is reading your vitals. As you're kind of like looking around disoriented, can you roll me a d20 plus 6?
Hmm. Plus 6, 18.
Good roll. Good roll. You would see on one of like you would see on the right side of the wall, kind of like as all these doctors and scientists are running around in this lab, a flat screen TV hanging on one of the walls, and you see a specific familiar symbol on the TV. You would see this logo on the TV, which you know to be the symbol of Crisis Labs.
Oh shit.
As you can see it like turning and spinning inside of itself, and just you can just hear something in the background say, "Welcome to Crisis Labs." As you begin to see that, you begin to with that 18, you begin to look around at all the scientists around you. You see the same insignia on each of their white lab coats, a red symbol of Crisis Labs, the very same labs that you guys know had some sort of connection with Astronema and was also helping her make monsters, robots. It's really unsure as to how much affiliation they have with Astronema, but you know they're for sure affiliated. So this isn't. I would say this isn't making sense really to you.
I'll
Oh,
be.
go ahead.
Go
Go ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Like,
Go.
I just like I feel like that Raven would just be panicking, but like banging on the glass since he can't really use our powers, like as it's like hurry the fuck up, or like because he don't like close spaces or darkness at all
And you can see
anyway.
as you start to bang on the glass, it doesn't break at all or anything. And you can see the scientists outside just kind of give you a look and then look back down at their data pad and begin to write something as you start to bang on the glass. You can see one of the scientists kind of walks up to each other and says, "The patient is showing high levels of stress. We may need to give her a sedative. We don't know as to what her exact things are." Hey, Dave, yeah, can you grab Kristen from HR? Tell her that we might have some sort of. Thank you so much, Dan. I really appreciate it, big dog. But he says, can you grab Kristen from HR? We don't know what this is going to look like, what this is going to be. Some showing some sort of vital signs, stressed. You made sure she was fed, correct? Or at least we're putting in some food in the feeding tube. Yes. Yes. All right. Thank you. Hi, and you can see a man would walk up to on the other side of the tube. Hi, hello? Hello?
Like I'll just be glaring at him as if like saying like just talk.
Can you understand me? Do you speak English?
Yes. I also speak
Okay.
dumbass so I can understand you.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, what is your name, ma'am? Your none of your blood records are in our database. Can you tell me what your name is so we can try to help you?
Nova.
Nova. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d20 plus plus 4 for that deception.
17.
17. Nova. Okay, last name?
Klein.
Klein. Okay. And you can see he like rips that part that he wrote your name down on, like rips it out of his like notebook that he's writing in and hands it to somebody else. As they take it and walk over to one of the consoles nearby and kind of start typing in that information. And he looks back at the cell and says, "We're gonna make sure that you're okay. Your vital signs are a little high. Can you tell me what you remember?"
I will be able to tell you if you get me out of this closed fucking space.
Sorry about that. It's a precautionary thing. You just kind of appeared here, so we're just trying to make sure everything's all right. What do you remember?
And why should I trust you to tell you anything?
Well, ma'am, we're the only thing that's kind of keeping you alive right now, so it would be for your benefit, ma'am.
I don't remember much. I'm separated from my friends. Happy.
Oh, so you have okay friends? Do they have names too, or?
None of your business.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to get off on the wrong foot with you. We're just trying to help you and understand what's going on, ma'am. What's the last thing you remember? You said you were separated from your friends. Where at?
Listen, what's your name?
Jeff.
I'm claustrophobic. Get me out of this fucking tube.
I'm sorry, ma'am. We can't do that. It's head scientist orders, ma'am. I'm sorry. It's above my pay grade. Would
Oh my
you
God, I'm
would
gonna.
you like to talk to the head scientist, ma'am?
Okay, thank you for not making me sound like a Karen. So thank you.
Oh, okay. You're welcome. Sorry, I don't get the reference.
Um, okay, this is a weird question, but what year is this?
Excuse me?
You say you don't get the reference?
Yeah. I'm
Just humor
sorry.
me, please.
I'm sorry, ma'am. You know it's 2437, correct?
Say what?
20 2437. That's the year. 2437. I'm sorry,
Holy fuck.
you're in Vanity City.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. What I'm sorry. Do you not know what year it is? Are you okay?
Um,
We can get HR in here to come and check you
no,
out.
no, no. Um, you might not believe me, but I don't trust y'all, but I need to beat the fuck out of this too. I'm not from this year.
Ex- Excuse me. What? I'm sorry, ma'am. That's impossible. What year are you from then? If you're not from 2437.
What's that in 2024, right?
Mm-hmm.
2024.
2024. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Ye
That's kind of impossible. Even with our scientific knowledge, we haven't established time travel.
Then
Ma'am,
explain how I sewed up.
hold on one sec, ma'am. And you can see he kind of calls over one of the scientists, and he kind of whispers, "Please get the head scientist up here right now. She's gonna want to see this." And you can see the guy he talks to kind of runs out the room and goes through some sliding doors, and then leaves the lab. Okay, we're gonna try to get somebody here to talk to you, and figure out kind of what's going on. Can you tell me what's the last thing that happened? How did you end up here, ma'am?
I don't know. Some kind of fucking portal. I don't remember much.
Okay, okay. That's gonna complicate some things. All right. Tell me what. You said a portal?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. We're gonna check our history logs and see if we have any sort of sightings of portals or brips in reality throughout 2024. So just give us a second, okay?
All right.
We're gonna try not to keep you in there as long as we can, ma'am. Here at Crisis Labs, we only strive to achieve the best and make everybody feel as comfortable as possible. I'm sorry, how old are you, ma'am? Looks like you're 15.
A woman, a question. 15, son of a bitch, no.
Okay, sorry. What is your age, ma'am?
I'm turning 18.
Okay, you're 18. Okay, looking a little young for your age.
You know what? Wait till I get out this damn tube. You guessing my age.
Ma'am, please calm down. You're spiking your blood pressure and heart rate levels. We don't want to do that, okay? All right, ma'am. You just sit tight, and we'll have somebody up here soon to talk to you and check you out. Try to get you out of that containment tube. All right, ma'am. You have just stay tight for me. And you can see as he walks away, he rolls his eyes and kind of with a pad in his hand and kind of walks to one of the consoles. What is Raven kind of thinking in this moment as he walks away?
I'm pretty much in shock, especially like with Crisis Labs and everything that they've done. And it's like, don't feel any immediate danger. And then all this process of being way in the future. So definitely more confusing.
Yeah. And you can see as a couple moments go by, as you're kind of sitting there thinking everything, he kind of walks back over and says, "Hey, ma'am, our head scientist is on the way, but while she's coming, quick question. Can you, we were looking over our history logs, the last thing that we found out about portals in 2024 was in London when the enemy of the Earth, the Power Rangers, attacked and got sent through a portal never to be seen again. Were you involved in that at all?"
Never to be seen again.
Yeah, they died, ma'am. I mean, at least, or they're dead somewhere. Were you involved in that at all?
No.
Okay. All right. Miss Klein, we're gonna try to figure this out, all right? Our head scientist is on the way. If you have other information you can tell us that may help us with this investigation or this mysterious thing that's happening, please just let us know. We'll try to help you out, all right, ma'am?
All right.
Okay. Yeah, give us a minute. And he kind of walks back over to a console. As you're kind of sitting there, like looking around, taking it in, you can see that more people have come into the lab, more scientists and things like that. You can see there's one guy in a hazmat suit that comes up with like a scanner and like scans the cell. Containment field stabilized. He kind of stares at you for a second.
I like back away, giving him a look like, hello?
Oh, it talks.
It.
Oh, sorry, she. It's a she. She talks. Sorry, ma'am. Just doing perimeter security on the cell. We're gonna. You stay there. Sorry. And he just kind of walks away. A couple minutes goes by as you're kind of still sitting in the cell, and you would see coming in through the lab, like the kind of back doors of the lab, is a woman. You can't really make her out as she's far away, but you can see a entourage of scientists is following behind her, and you can see instead of the white like lab coats, you can see they're all in like black suits with red ties with the Crisis Labs insignia on their jackets as they start to walk faster towards you. And as they do, you would see as the head scientist gets closer, you would see this person walk up to your cell.
No fucking way.
As you can see that she walks up, and before even speaking, she's kind of studying. All right. Interesting. All right.
Hello?
Sorry. What is your name?
Can I get yours first?
Oh, Dr. K of Crisis Labs. I can see that your heart level is spiking. Are you having a panic attack?
I'm claustrophobic and quite possibly.
Okay. Question. We have here that the last thing that you remember was from 2024. I'm sorry, ma'am. That's not possible. You might be experiencing some sort of time relapse or, sorry, unaware spatial awareness or something like that. Or maybe something's going on, but that's not possible, ma'am. Can you explain?
I got a question. They didn't take anything from me, did they?
No.
I will pull out my pocket, my phone, and like just hold it up. Um, this might be vintage to you guys, but this should be proof of
Wow,
where
that
I'm from.
is. Yeah, ma'am, you can get that at any flea market for about 1 credit. Um, yeah, she might be lying. Rodrigo, can you
Eh,
secure the
She can hear
perimeter?
you.
Ma'am, would you feel comfortable just talking to me alone?
Yeah, I prefer that because everybody else kind of assholes.
All right, 1 second, ma'am. You can she kind of like leans down like to like a little radio on her lab coat and says, "Yeah, I'm gonna need the lab. I'm gonna need the lab C cleared. Lab C cleared. All non-essential personnel, please clear the area. All non-essential personnel, please clear the area. Yes, that means you, Dave. Please clear the area. Thank you." And you can see as people kind of start filing out of the lab, you can see it's just you and her. As about a couple minutes later, people start walking out of the door. As you walk, as she says, "All right, I'm gonna let down this containment field, ma'am. Please do not freak out. All right."
All right.
And she kind of taps a button on her data pad that she has in her hand. As you can see, the walls to your tube kind of come down. As you're now able to step outside of the tube.
I quickly walk out of the. Thank you.
Yes. Please try to stay calm again, ma'am. So, this is quite a predicament we found ourselves in. Do you want to kind of explain to
Yeah.
me who you are instead of that bullshit lie that you told my scientist?
Well, damn, I thought I was blunt. My name is Raven Sterling.
Raven Sterling. And you can see she types in something in her data pad. Oh, you were part of the missing 6 teenagers that went missing suddenly in the year 2024. Hmm. It says here you guys were conspirators with the organization known as the Power Rangers. Years later, your sister came out and told everybody that you were the Green Omni Ranger. Is that correct?
What?
Is that correct, ma'am?
She did what?
It says here your sister Autumn, years later, she wrote a whole statement, ma'am. Years later, your sister Autumn, at the age of 25, came out and revealed to the public that she was the sister of the Green Omni Ranger Raven Sterling. Is that correct, ma'am?
My my sister would never betray me like that.
Well, ma'am, I have
Did
it
she write
here.
her down herself?
I have it right here in the report, ma'am. I mean, she's dead now, ma'am. It's not like you're gonna speak to her, but I have it right here in the
Excuse me?
report.
Did she write it herself? Her handwriting?
Ma'am, this is a data pad, and these are historical logs. I'm pretty sure she wrote it herself, or somebody did, on her account. Ma'am, you do know that was 400 something years ago, correct?
And I'm telling you, that's the time I'm fucking from.
Hey, ma'am, calm down. Your heart rate is getting a little high. Um, all right. Sorry to press sorry. Thank you, Zaylin. 413 years ago. Zaylin, can you clear the lab, please? Thank you. Um, uh, yes, 413 years ago. I have it right here in my historical logs that the traitorous 6 were indeed either the Power Rangers or had some sort of affiliation with them, and it says here that Raven Sterling, the person that you're claiming to be, was indeed the Green Ranger. Huh, I even have a picture of you right here. Vanity East High School, and you can see a picture of like your yearbook picture at the Vanity East High School from like the year before. This is you. Looks an awful lot like you.
Yeah. Um, okay, quick question. The parents, Luna and Ezekiel Sterling,
Yes.
aunt named Phoebe.
Okay. What are you trying to tell me?
That's my family, and how would I know that off of that secret information?
How would you know who your family is?
Listen, please don't bullshit me. I'm talking about it's your history, but it's supposed to be secret with Crescent Lab. So how would I know it if I'm not the person I'm talking about?
Oh, I believe you now. I mean, with telling me who you are, it kind
Oh,
of makes
thank you.
sense. And yeah, though I'm sure you're the other 5 people that you were accompanied with also either went somewhere else or died. So sorry. Looks like we got a little bit of a mix-up here. Looks like we know what happened 413 years ago when you disappeared. I will say the Power Rangers do not have a good history with the history of Earth, especially Crisis Labs. Has seen they attacked innocent people in labs various amounts of times, torched a lot of their facilities, kind of went on a rampage there for a bit, and also destroyed half of London and Hong Kong in the process. So this is not gonna bode well for you. Can I get you a water? Anything?
I am not thirsty. This is like information overload. You saying that my friend's dead, my sister's fucking dead?
We have a shot for that if you want it. It's called the
No,
information. Oh, sorry. Sorry. It's a simple shot to the arm. Painless.
you not testing me about with no damn needle.
Okay, and we also have it in gas form. We can shoot it out through the vents in this room. Kind of calm you down a bit if we need to. Just please.
You're not a people person, are you?
What do you think? No, sorry, that
Yeah,
was actually rude.
there's my
No,
answer.
I'm not.
No,
No.
I'm just as bad, but I get it.
Um. So what are we gonna do here? Because you are actually wanted. For
What?
various amounts. I just told you, ma'am. The Power Rangers were wanted or are wanted throughout time for destroying various crisis labs facility, killing multiple innocent people, destroying half of Hong Kong and London, and also traitors to the Empire, or at least the Alliance.
Astronomer?
Yes, our queen.
Okay, I better watch my mouth. Okay. Ah, shit. You know what?
Ma'am, do you need some
Fine.
air? I don't know what you.
I need a drink
We got
after all this.
we have some water on staff. We also have our subspace seltzer if you'd like that as well.
Uh, this this water is fine.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Jerry, I'm gonna need a water up here pronto. Should be here any moment. So, what's the last thing you remember, Green Omni Ranger?
I remember my friends getting. Oh my God, I don't know even know if they're dead or not. But
Well, yeah, they're probably dead. They
I
haven't
just
turned up in
clever
our
her.
records.
Like I just start having a panic attack. Um, um, th- I,
Hey, calm down. Your heart levels are getting a little high there. And she kind of gives you like a little pat on the shoulder. There. Calm down. That was 400 years ago. No point in worrying about the dead now.
you know what? They were my fucking family. I don't care about what fucking year it is.
Oh,
Don't
I'm
ever
sorry.
disrespect them.
I'm sorry. They are sorry. Don't know how you view them, but here in 2437 we view them as traitors and murderers. So, not a lot of sympathy there, sorry. They did indeed
So
try
none of
to
my.
endanger the morphing grid, as I'm assuming that you did as well.
So you follow astronomer's lead without even thinking for yourself.
She has been our queen for the last 415 years now. 2 years before your sudden disappearance, or yeah, 2 years before your sudden disappearance, she became our queen. Or sorry, after your disappearance, she became our queen. And the Alliance has ruled throughout the universe, and peace has been spread throughout the galaxy.
Hmm. Peace, and I did peace in quotation marks. Okay, got you.
You can see coming into the door is a man in a black suit with like black sunglasses, very tall, as he kind of hands a water bottle. Thank you, Jerry. That will be all that I need from you. You can leave. And she kind of hands you the water. There you go.
I grab it like I kind of like open and sniff it first. Like There's nothing in here, is it?
No, if we wanted to drug you, we just put gas in the vents, or we would have. I wouldn't have let you out the cell, or sorry, the containment pod. Why would I need to drug you again? I don't know. No, please. The water is fine.
Like I just started drinking it, but just side eyeing her at the same time.
So I'm
Thanks.
going to. You're gonna stay here, or in. Here we have two options here. That's what I'm assuming. You can either come with me. You can take a walk outside, get some air, and you can explain to me some things before I call the authorities and have you arrested. Or you can stay here in the containment field. I call the authorities and you're arrested. It's kind of up to you on what you'd like to do.
You know what? You would say I have a choice, but you kind of giving me two options that are fucked up. You know that, right?
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. Doing your job. Doing your job. I'm going with you.
Okay, great choice. Please keep up. We don't know where your shoes went. I think it disappeared. Kind of ended up here in our lab, and we put you in the tube. Um, well, follow me. And you can see as you start to follow her, as she is oh so shorter than you. But you can begin to follow her throughout the lab and go through the doors as she leads you to a balcony kind of standing outside the lab. Let me see if I can play this ambience here. As she leads you to this balcony, you would see this right here. As you see this sprawling metropolis of a city. Let me share this in the chat as well. As you see this sprawling metropolis of a city looking out of this balcony. As she says, welcome to Vanity City. As you can see what looks to be flying cars in the distance speeding past you. You can see an epicenter of energy kind of in the middle of this city. As you can see a beam shooting up into space. You see what looks to be what you guys would have known in your time, Alliance of Evil ships. Just flying above the city. Not really doing anything. But they are Alliance of Evil ships as far as you know. And your team would know. But they're just kind of flying throughout the city. You can see what looks to be drones flying past you on the balcony and going to different places. If you look down below, you can see a sprawling metropolis of people on the sidewalk. You can see some people flying on jetpacks through the air. This place is crazy. What would Raven think as she walks out onto the balcony and sees all of this?
I'll just be thinking like, wow, this is. I guess it'd be like both amazement and shock at the same time, because like Vanity City she knew was this rough, but this was like so advanced and like way above her expectations.
Yeah. As you guys kind of sit down on the deck, you guys kind of sit down like little patio chairs almost. And she kind of takes a seat. She sits down very proper as well, like shoulders back, chest out, looking kind of straightforward. As she kind of turns towards you. Welcome to Vanity City.
Yeah, yours.
Excuse me.
Different time, different Vanity City, so yours, not mine.
Okay. What was your Vanity City like?
Definitely not like this. I lived on the rough side of town, to put it nicely, but it was way better than home where I grew up from.
No, we have 0% crime here.
Really?
Yeah. Once astronomers started taking over the galaxy, there was, of course, a rebellion that was formed for about 20 years. After that, it was snuffed out, never heard of again. And, and then after that, peace reigned through the galaxy. I really don't know why you and your team fought against this. Kind of counterintuitive, if you ask me.
Not really. If I see anything that was done wrong, I'm not just gonna sit there and do nothing.
What was being done wrong, as you can see here, there's nothing being done.
Well, Earth was not ready for aliens. We just suddenly got attacked. People died. People died too early. I lost I lost a lot because of astronomer.
But you see how much was gained? As she kind of like, as she says gained, she kind of like motions out to the city. See how much is gained? Science has never been pushed so much in society before. In the past 15 years, we've made significant advances curing cancer.
But what is the use of all this success if it's only made through bloodshed?
Sometimes you gotta break a few bad eggs to get some good ones.
You sound like my dad.
Oh, wise man.
Yeah.
I have here that your dad was some sort of vigilante, and she's kind of like looking at a data pad. Some sort of mass vigilante in the early 2000s.
Yep, that's my pops.
Hmm. Interesting. Well, it seems that I guess the Power Rangers were wrong.
In your eyes, wouldn't be the first time someone said I was wrong.
I mean, maybe if you never, maybe if you stopped fighting against change so much, things wouldn't be wrong in both of our eyes.
That's not me. It just feels like a false sense of security to me. Nothing personal. I respect all that you've done, but I fight for my beliefs, and you work for yours.
Hmm. Interesting. Well, tell me, Raven, what was it like being a Power Ranger? Or used to be, at least.
The best time of my life. I I don't know where I would be without my team.
If your team is so strong, how come they died?
Even the strongest shall fall. We've seen that in the history, haven't we?
We've also seen a lot of other things in history that the Power Rangers did wrong. As she kind of like comes, she like she like swipes on her data pad as you see a 3D holographic image of what looks to be the Black Dragon Zord getting overpowered and shooting beams of lightning throughout Australia, destroying a lot of a lot of the city. She swipes again as you see what looks to be the Psycho Rangers running throughout the city and killing lots of people as the green or as the Green Omni Ranger takes a slice and gets thrown back into a statue as the yellow Psycho Ranger starts to take over all of Hong Kong. You also see as she swipes again, the yellow Omni Ranger and the black Omni Ranger kind of flexing on a statue in London as you start to see the city getting destroyed. As you can see there, the yellow Omni Ranger get basically beat up a lot. Is this what you would call progress? Change? Good? Heroic?
You're kind of only seeing one side. Did you ever record the other things that are actually our achievements instead of just our downfalls or our lowest?
How about you tell me some of your greatest moments then, and I can search through and look.
Well, you had a lot of rough moments because of your queen. Would say color worse, but out of respect for you, I won't.
Thank you.
You didn't. Mm-hmm. We fought for the people that couldn't. That's one thing. I remember a little girl was lost, separate from her family, and I was able to calm her down. There were buildings collapsing. We helped people. We helped them escape. We helped bandage them. We helped calm them. You
One.
gotta understand, we're teenagers. We didn't have no sort of mentor. We just
Hmm,
did this by ear the best that we could.
how'd that work out for you?
Pretty good, all things considered. I'm still standing. I'm living and breathing right in front of you.
One life out of six, though? You call that a success? Raven,
Wouldn't be,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. You seem like the type of person, and you can see she kind of crosses her legs as you can see a flying car fly past you guys. You seem like the type of person that would think one person's life on Earth, or one person's life, is more important than the entire world. If it came down to you saving, I don't know, the yellow Omni Ranger's life, but also sacrificing the entire world in the process, is that something that you would do? If it came down between you and your best friend, what would you do?
I sacrificed my life.
Well, if that's not an option. That's what I'm trying to get across to you, Braven. Is from here the history records show that you guys were 18 and 19, defending an entire galaxy and a planet on your own, with no mentor, no guidance, just yourselves to make the decisions. There's six of you that made decisions for the entire world of Earth. Probably not the smartest of ideas, correct?
No, but we worked with what we had.
Don't you think that you probably should have involved the government at some point? They could have helped more.
We were starting to before I got like zap pulled through a portal.
Hmm. You guys lost a lot. It seems like in public eyes. Yes, there was a lot of lives saved, but you also lost a lot. Don't you think that could have been something you prevented? As well as your Red Ranger, your leader, suddenly disappearing in the public's eye for months. What do you say about that?
Hmm. Well, I have a lot of feelings about that.
Yeah, I bet you do. What I'm trying to make you understand is sometimes the fight is worthless. Sometimes it's better just to give in. At one point, the world was scared of astronomy. Then they started to see her ideals. They started to see change happen. And now, look.
Hmm. Are you truly happy though? Like truly?
Roll me a d20 plus 4.
15 plus 4, 19.
You see a hesitation before she answers. She like goes to answer and then pulls it back. I am happy. I'm alive. I'm healthy. I'm the head scientist in Crisis Labs in the most
Hmm.
technologically advanced city in the world.
Then why are you so guarded even with your peers?
I can say the same about you. Seems like the Green Omni Ranger didn't have much to do with history at all. Even when you were a Power Ranger.
Or did you turn a blind eye to that part of history because it's something the astronomer asked you to?
No. It says here that the Green Omni Ranger had the least saves of out of all of the group. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to upset you if that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make
Oh,
you
you're not.
understand that sometimes it's okay to put trust in yourselves, make decisions on your own rather than always look to somebody else for the answers. Science taught me that.
Science taught you well. And yeah, I mean, data can sometimes hit right on nail. I doubted myself and my abilities, so I stupidly held back for a while until I just had more confidence in myself.
Hmm. How many lives do you think you could have saved if you had confidence in yourself from the beginning? What
I don't
decisions
know,
do you
but
think
it's
you could
why
have made?
I don't know, but it's why I fought harder. It's why I stepped up.
Hmm.
I'm not, you're not changing my mind.
Oscar, can you come up here for a second? And you can see a man in a black suit kind of walks up. Really big, huge, hulking man. Yes, Dr. K. As he kind of bends down, you can hear her whisper something in his ears. He kind of stands back up. All right, little lady. Get up, turn around. You're coming with me. As he gestures to you,
I
Raven.
I'd rather. Can we do this without being cuffed up at least?
Can you roll me a flat d20?
And
You see, as he starts to walk over towards you, you suddenly see 3 green dots line up on his chest. And then, with that 10, what do you want to do here as you see those 3 green dots line up on his chest? Just appear there.
I like at first I'll be moving kind of like backwards at first, but then I could just kind of like stop and freeze because
As you
just
freeze,
like
you can see,
inside.
as you freeze, you see doom, 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 gunshots hit him all in his chest as he goes flying back. As you look out across this pavilion you're looking on, roll me another d20 plus 5.
30-21.
As you look, you see this person miles and miles away. And you can see three dots start to appear on Dr. K's chest. What do you want to do here?
I grab her and just like throw her to the ground, but cover her at the same time.
Roll me 2 flat d20s real quick.
11 and 8, so 19 together.
That first roll was the 11. You successfully kind of get her down. As you can see, a split second later, she would have been dead. As you hear bullets fly past you and hit the glass window behind you. With that 8, you don't hear it, but you hear it as they get close. As you start to hear footsteps, a lot of them kind of coming from the inside of the building, behind you in the balcony, inside of the building, kind of walking closer towards the balcony. And you start to hear as alarms start to kind of go off inside of the building. Split second later, I need you to roll me just one more flat d20.
Oh shit, a 7.
With that 7, with that 7, an explosion goes off from behind you on the balcony. As you are thrusted off of this balcony by this explosion with Dr. K, as you guys are now free falling through the air about a skyscraper ways up towards the ground. As you're quickly dropping towards the ground, you can hear wind kind of flying past you. As you kind of open your eyes, you can see Dr. K is like free falling, diving down a lot quicker than you through the air. As you guys are maybe a minute and a half from hitting the ground No, you're about 45 seconds to a minute away from the ground. What would you like to do here, Raven? As you guys are now free falling throughout the air, dodging flying cars and shit on the way down.
I wouldn't actually be panicking in the air. I feel like I'll be more confident, even though it's about my powers. So I kind of like fly down towards Dr. K to try to grab her. Like, grab on.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a d20 plus 4. I'm gonna give you advantage on this because you are indeed in your element, even though you don't have your powers.
23 with the +4.
She quickly kind of grabs on. And she says, "Okay, what now?" As she kind of grabs onto your back, as you guys are still free falling throughout the air, you're about 30 seconds away from smacking flat into the ground. What would you like to do here? I'll say you can ask me what's around you if you'd like as well, and I can describe that.
Yeah, what is currently around?
Yeah, I got you. You can see as you're free falling, you can see what looks to be maybe about a 20 feet down. We'll say, yeah, about 15 feet down in front of you as you're like falling down towards the ground. A flying car that you could maybe grab onto to at least stop your momentum a little bit. You're still gonna smack that car and fall off, but you could maybe grab onto that to try to like stop your momentum so you guys aren't dead when you hit the ground. Would you like to do that, or would you like to try something else?
Yeah,
Okay.
like I kind of like grab her one arm, but then try to use my body to with it hitting the car.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a d20 plus 6.
Shit. 11.
11. With that 11, you quickly as she's on your back. She's like holding on tight towards you. As you reach out your hands, you grab onto the flying car, kind of like stopping your momentum, but you are coming in too hot. And as soon as you grab onto the car, you black out. All right. Let's do it. As you kind of come to, Raven, you are laying on a ground. Even before you open your eyes, you can hear the screams of people all around you. As your back is severely in pain. As you can feel as like a sharpness is shooting up your back. As you lay flat on the ground, as you open your eyes, you can see what looks to be all the way up from above to where the balcony that you guys were. You can see just like burning and smoke coming from the balcony where you guys were. As you start to see explosions kind of coming from all around you. And you hear like panic people and screams kind of coming around all around you as well. As you do, as you kind of open your eyes, you would see. Sorry, you've already opened your eyes. Sorry. As you would kind of like wake up, what would be the first thing Raven does as she kind of wakes up as all of this is going on around her?
Like like look up, almost touching my back, but just flinching, but looking around for like Dr. K.
You don't see her anywhere. As you can see people kind of running past you all around you trying to get away. Roll me a flat d20.
Oh my God. 7.
7. With that 7, you hear the sounds of what looks to be radio chatter all around you. You hear Searching for target now. Moving in. Please secure the perimeter. As you will see what looks to be blinding light coming shooting at you from a flashlight. As you see about 4 of these people kind of coming towards you. Well, it looks like they're searching for you at least. Moving in. Alpha team, secure the target. As you can hear a, "Hey, you, freeze!" As they point their gun at you. What would you do?
Like there's people that's like they're running past.
Yeah.
I would like run further into the crowd to try to blend in.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a d20 plus 6.
Don't I can't tell this dice. Shit. Plus 6.
Mm-hmm.
12.
Okay. As you run into the crowd a little bit, you can see they start firing in the air. As you can see, like, bullets shooting up into the air as, like, people kind of get down all around you. You run kind of behind a car, as you can see what looks to be a woman there, as it looks like her leg is severely injured. You can see the bone kind of coming out of her leg. And she's like, her back is up against the side of the car. And she's... And as you kind of like run over and take shelter next to her, "Who are you? Get away! They're gonna find me here if you're here."
Darn it. You say it's just like bones sticking out.
Yeah.
Darn it, I can't do much to help her.
And she says, "Get away!" Ah! It's reaching down towards her severely injured leg. "Dave, get away!"
At first, I'll take the ribbon out my hair and like try to patch her up before like running, like a quick repair before running.
Okay, go ahead and give me just a flat d20 roll.
18.
18. You quickly make a tourniquet, put it around her leg, and rip that thing as hard as you can. One thing about a tourniquet, especially on an exposed leg, is that the tourniquet works, but it causes her immense pain as you try to tighten it up as tight as you can before running. As she yells out "Ah!" And you can hear coming from behind you, or from behind the car. "What was that?" As you can see 2 flashlights shining onto the car. What would you like to do?
I'll just give her a apologetic look before trying to run towards like any more debris to try to hide further.
Okay. Give me a d20 plus 5 to see if you can see anything nearby to quickly hide behind.
Oh shit. My dice today. 10.
Okay. With that 10, you see what looks to be some sort of fallen debris in a building. Or not in a building. It was just like some fallen debris that looks like it might be a better hiding spot than this. I will say, if you leave this woman, she's gonna die. The tourniquet was successful and her leg is stabilized, but as soon as they find her, they're gonna pop her. But it's up to you.
I would stay with her. Like, darn it,
Okay.
I wish there like is there a weapon or anything
You don't
nearby?
see anything. You don't see anything. As they start to move in, you can see as the kind of guards move around both sides of the car, kind of flanking you. You can see they hold up their flashlight towards you. "Hey, you freeze!" As soon as they say freeze, you see what looks to be a purple rope get tied onto one of the guys' necks, and a quick yank drops him towards the ground as you can hear his neck crack. As you see standing there as well is Dr. K with a pink, rope or like zip tie almost in her hand, and she says, "Shh, be quiet." As she kind of like scurries over to you. I'm gonna need you to roll me a d20 plus 5 to it's like almost like a hold your breath here. It's to see if they walk past you guys without any of you guys making a noise. I'll also roll as well.
Plus 5, 19.
I got a 17. As they kind of walk past you and they say, "I don't see you over here. Let's check the pavilion. They might be there." As they start to move away from you. As Dr. K, you go to speak, and Dr. K puts her hand over your mouth for a second. As you hear some more footsteps go by you, she says, "Are you okay? Sorry, are you okay?"
Yeah.
As she quickly grabs what looks to be a stem shot from her coat, stabs it into the woman's leg, and says, "You'll be fine. Just stay hidden here." Dee Dee or Raven, I need you to roll me a D100 real quick.
Oh shit. Okay. 70.
70. Nice. As you do, coming straight forward, it looks to be a ways away, but you can feel something familiar, almost like your power or the morphing grid kind of calling out towards you, as you can sense it coming from the outskirts of the city. What would you like to do?
I would look at Dr. Kane and like I point direction it's coming from. I need to go there. I can't explain it, but something's calling me.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay, I have a speeder car nearby. If we go though, I don't know if they'll be able to sense. I don't know exactly where they are in the city right now or how many of them there are, but they're with Crisis Labs. Sorry, they're with Crisis Labs. I don't know what's going on or what to make of all of this. It might be you. They might be searching for you. I don't know how they know or how they sensed that you were here, but they might be searching for you, Raven.
Yeah, I I don't want you to get in trouble for me, so I could go ahead if you.
No, 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 no.
I don't want to jeopardize.
No, I'm okay. I can go. Looks like I just lost my job anyway. Sorry, bad joke in a weird time. I see a speeder car over here. We're both gonna make a mad dash to it, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. As you both jump out, I need just a d20 plus 4. I'm also gonna roll for Dr. K as well. If you succeed on this roll, there will be you've escaped combat for this one shot. That'll be smooth
Oh,
sailing.
I should expect it. And I got a nat one.
If I get above a 18, I may be able to help you. Let's see. $17 on the die. Plus 5. Amazing. As you can see, as you go to step on what looks to be broken glass, she quickly grabs your arm and says, "What are you doing?"
Coming. Sorry.
As you guys quickly jump into the speeder car, and she kind of like Starts to turn on the engines. Okay, check. Systems check, and you can start to see bullet. You can start to see. Hey, over there! And you can hear like bullets start to fly and hit the car. She's doing like a diagnostics check. She's like, okay, looks like our gas is all right. Our system is all right. And you can just hear bullets just like hitting the car. Do 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 do.
Just
All right,
drive.
yeah, sorry. And then she fucking breaks the gear back and just stomps on the gas as you guys go flying throughout the air as stray bullets begin to shoot at the car, but inevitably miss. Amazing job. One second. Don't say it.
One.
Damn it. As you guys begin to fly throughout the air, you kind of like look back as you start to see Crisis Labs buildings start to fall. And then it's gone. As you guys start to fly towards the outskirts of the city, she looks at you and says, I don't think they evacuated the building before it collapsed.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. What's going on? Why are you so... What makes you so important that they need to hunt you down now?
From what I remember, Astronomer wants the Omniverse. She's done a lot to try to get away from torture with us, kidnapping.
Why? You don't even have your morpher, though. I didn't sense
Nope.
any morphic-grade energy in your cell. Can you sense anything nearby? Just roll me a d20 with advantage.
+6, 10.
Alright. One second. With that 10, for a second you hear Noel's voice say, "What the hell?"
No?
Coming from around you, but you don't see him at all. Raven?
No? What? Where are you?
Tell me you have Bun Bun with you.
No, I don't. I'm by myself.
Wait, are you okay?
Yeah, all things considering.
What's going on? Where are you?
In the year 2437?
24. Wait, the future?
Yep.
Okay. For some reason, you hear on the other side, in the background of Noel, like Japanese. You hear something like, oh shit, I said this, something like that, some Japanese shit. He says, "Oh shit, I gotta go. Be safe, okay?"
No, what the fuck are you?
And then he's gone. She looks over to you, Dr. K, in the driver's seat. Are you okay?
You okay? Okay. You didn't definitely hear. I was talking to my friend, but I heard Japanese behind him.
Is he Japanese?
Nope, he's black like me.
Oh, that's interesting. How much further? You can tell it's about you. It's about 5 minutes further.
About 5 more minutes, I believe.
We're entering Old Angel Grove.
Oh.
As she says that, you can see what looks to be some sort of deserted wasteland of buildings, of broken down cars, all on a highway of an abandoned city. It looks like a wasteland almost. But the sense you're sensing is somewhere within. As she begins to kind of set down the hover car, or the flying car that you guys are in, she sets it down right outside of a grave site. As you guys get out the car, this is kind of what you would see. If I can find it. Come on, Christian. There we go. Or maybe not. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. You would see this gravesite. As you can feel the morphine grid energy or the power or whatever is so familiar to you, getting stronger coming from the very middle of the graveyard.
Oh God, Dr. Kate, what are we doing here? Other than what I'm feeling?
I don't know, you tell me, you're the Power Ranger.
Okay. Um, I just start walking toward the closer.
As you get closer, everything starts to become familiar to you. As you take a few steps into the great yard, you can see it in the distance. You can see your mother and father's graves.
Oh,
And stabbed into the ground, right in between your mother and father's graves, is this. looks to be sci-fi or futuristic in nature, but it's very odd that this would be here in this specific place.
Um, okay, I didn't expect to see see my parents' graves. Um, Dr. K,
Yeah?
this promise you won't tell nobody that like I'm crying because
It's, it's,
this
it's,
is
it's okay. And she kind of like pats you on the shoulder. It's alright. I don't do emotions, so. Sorry.
yeah. Yeah, that's what's ca calling me. Like at this point, like towards the weapon.
Go to it.
I start walking towards it.
As you do, you hear, as you kind of get closer, do you grab onto the axe sticking into the ground?
Yeah.
As you do, you can hear whispers of your father's voice as your hand grabs onto the helm of the axe. Say, "Go, Green Mountain Ranger." And as you pull the axe out of the ground, you don't hear any wind whistling past you anymore. You don't see anything, but something does pop up behind your mother and father's grave. And it is this right here. A very familiar portal opens up behind the graves. As you look around, you can see Dr. K is frozen almost in time. What would you like to do?
I'll walk up towards her, but first, like, just waving my hand in front of her face. Dr. K?
No response. Her eyes don't even follow your hands. It's almost like she's frozen in mid motion.
I know you won't hear this, but thank you for being here for me when I was scared. And I don't think like um I don't think I explained it, but like Raven wears like a lot of jewelry and
Mm-hmm.
like just take off a necklace that like has the letter R on it. Just put it in her pocket before walking towards the portal.
Amazing. And as you take one last look back, do you step through?
Yeah, I stepped through.
And as you step through, that's we're gonna end today's session.
Oh shit!
Amazing job. Look at there. Amazing, amazing job. Go ahead and roll me a d20, DD.
Okay, now roll high.
Damn.
18.
Damn. Hold on. Change this ambience real quick. Up, up, up. Whoa, I guess we can't use that one anymore. Okay, sorry. All right. Amazing job today, Raven. Let me roll my d20. Hold on. Sure. 10. Yeah. What were your favorite moments today, DD, from this one shot?
Definitely Dr. K, because I don't think I ever told you this, but she's my favorite character
Really?
in all of RPM. Yes.
Really interesting. So to tell you as well, this future was kind of like an alternate future. It's like if you guys, cause like if as it's like if you guys would have disappeared and not have come back almost. So this is what the future would have looked like if you guys would have just went off through the portal and not. Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. Uh, one sec. Hold on. Let me redo these things. Damn it. One second, guys. Little technical difficulties. There we go. That's a little better. Now let's size that the freak down. Yeah. Put that there. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oof.
Oh yeah, while you doing that, chat, what was your favorite moments?
Yeah. Chat, tell us your favorite moments too. It's gonna be a little. We're almost done. I'm not really too worried about it. Oh, whatever. Honestly, fuck it. But yeah, this is kind of like an alternate future. If the Rangers would have just disappeared through that portal and like not came back, this is kind of what would have happened. In a sense, it's crazy. It's yeah, shit would have got messed
Oh
up.
man.
But yeah, Dr. K, crazy moment. It would just make perfect sense, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because like
Like, see.
yeah, in RPM, like that's like a apocalyptic world. So I was like, this is what Dr. K will be doing if none of that happened. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Um, any other moments?
I like that Dr. K honestly made Raven feel uncomfortable and almost second guessing herself, but she's like so fucking stubborn and set in her ways.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah,
also like I see that Dr. K is who Raven could easily be,
yeah,
like quite the opposite of her at the same time. Because I can't lie, like she had me thinking like, what if she was right for like half of it?
yeah, yeah. It's crazy to see kind of like what would have happened. Yeah, I think my favorites more Dr. K too, and then like just explaining everything and you being in that cell being like, yo, can you like let me the fuck up out of here, dog? I'm not gonna hurt nobody. That was funny. Um, Zaylin said how was Raven was acting towards the Crisis Lab members was crazy, and her talk with Noel got me wondering where Weston is since he's the only one we haven't heard from yet. I guess we'll have to see.
Hmm.
uh, Tokyo said, "All I know is I'm living for all the sass Raven gave." Raven is the sass. Raven is the sassy one of the group. She's the mother, but also the sassy one of the group, which is funny. Day and Night said Raven getting sassed by the scientist was funny and aggravating. Real, real, real shit. Real shit. Um, but what an amazing session. Um, what an amazing session. I had so much fun. Um, we have just so you guys know as well. No session is gonna be on Saturday. I I kind of already little teased what's like some Japanese is gonna be involved. I think we can all kind of make an educated guess of where Noel is going. The only one we haven't heard from, which Zaylen is right, is where Weston is, and I'm keeping that a secret until it happens, because it's gonna be interesting to see what he does, and I don't want you to know at all, Zaylen, where you're going yet. Huh? Feudal Japan. Good guess. Good guess. We'll see if you're right on Saturday. But I just want to say thank you so much to UDD for coming and being amazing as always and killing it as Raven. Amazing role play. Zaylen never left. It'd be funny if Zaylen never. If Zaylen's like standing there like, yo, all right, bro, when these dudes coming back? Zaylen is just going straight to hell. I wouldn't be surprised.
Now we dropping nukes. I can't wait.
Zaylen. But thank you so much, Didi. I really appreciate it. God, I can't wait to get back to group sessions as well. Again, sorry you guys for the hiatus. Just ended a 2-year campaign over on Roll Magic, so kind of needed time to really live in that moment and do my thing and like just kind of chill for a bit. You know, DMing is amazing. It's also tiring. So just need a moment to kind of chill and, you know, do my thing. So I really appreciate it. Weston is in Fallout. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Goodness. But as always, just want to say thank you to you guys for tuning in, for hanging out, for having fun with us, and of course for staying with us throughout the Morphing Grid. We'll be back on Saturday to see where Noel ends up at. Maybe Japan in a specific era. Who knows? Not me. I don't know. But just want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And we will see you guys next time. As always, may the power protect you guys. And I'll see you guys later. Next time in the multiverse, the Omniverse. But as always, let's roll those freaking intro video one more time. It's just so freaking sick. Maybe do it twice. I don't know. But anyway, see you guys. Yasuke? We'll see. Yeah, we're running that back one more time. It's been a while. We're running it back one more time. Sorry. See you guys later. Have fun.